Algebra 2, Lesson 113, letter B. So it wants me to find S sub 9, or the sum of the first 9 terms for this sequence. A sub k equals 400 times 1 over 4 to the k minus 1. So that's going to be a little trickier. I definitely know how to find the first term, because I know the first term I can just put in 1 for k. You know what I mean? Because like that would be the first term. If I wanted the second term, I'd put in 2. So now this isn't asking me for the 9th term. It's asking me for the sum of the first 9 terms. So what I'm trying to do is get my a sub 1 to stick in my formula, and then I also want to find out what r is. So a sub 1, I can just plug a 1 in here. So what is, so a sub 1, well, 1 minus 1 is 0. And anything to the 0, oh, hey, I knew that because that's an exponential equation, and that's a times b to the x or something. Alright, so 1/4 to the 0 is 1, and 1 times 400, that's 400. So a sub 1 is 400, and that goes right here in my formula. See, I left spaces, and that's where I'm going to put my r. So what's r? Well, I think r is 1/4. I'm a little shaken now. I think I'm going to actually try. I'm going to actually plug the 2 in there just to make sure. What would okay, so 2 minus 1 would be 1, and then 1/4 to the 1 would be 1/4, and 1/4 times 400 would be 100. So what is it multiplying by? 1/4, and that's kind of what I thought, but I just wanted to check. Okay, so here's 1/4, and here's 1/4, because those are where the r's go. And then n, they want, oh, I didn't have to write that. I knew it was 9. It's supposed to be 9. Oh my goodness. So 1/4 to the 9. I guess I'm going to use my calculator on this. 0.25. That's 1/4, right, to the 9th. Oh, lovely. 1 minus answer. Can you even see? You can see, huh? That's that. Oh, lovely. Divided by, what's 1 minus 1/4? I can do this in my head. 0.75? Oh, yay. Times 400. It's horrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that's what I got. Let's check it. 533.33. Yeah, that's letter B. Let's check. It really is. I don't think that was very nice of them to give you a messy one like that when you're just learning how to do something. They should give you a nice one that works out all nice. But that's actually the correct answer. Okay, so there's letter B. Should we try any more? Let's look at C. We have time. Here's C. So letter C said, oh, it's here. I'll write it down, then I'll put it where you can see it. 15 plus negative 25. You guys, while I'm writing this, you can guess what the multiplier is. It's probably some negative number. I don't know if I can guess. What I'm going to do, so if it's not easy to guess what it got multiplied by, then just take one take one of the terms and divide it by the term in front of it. So I think it's 5/3, and well, it's got to be negative, and we can check it. 75 divided by 3, yep. And then just make sure. Yeah, because this times this would give me my 125. So it's 5/3. R equals 5/3. Or negative 5/3. Now, we said that things will diverge. What did we say? We said things will converge when the absolute value of r is less than 1. This absolute value, even though it's a fraction, that's not less than 1. So that is actually going to, the numbers are going to explode. They're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, even though we have positive ones and negative ones. It's not going to converge, it's going to diverge. And that's because this number is greater, the absolute value of this number is greater than 1. So we're going to say diverge. That's the word that we use when it doesn't converge. We say it diverges. Okay. Because it says determine if it converges or diverges. We're going to say it diverges. Do we have more time? Yes, we do. So let's do letter D. Letter D says, okay, so try to guess what the multiplier is. It's 90, then 30, and 10. I think it's probably 1/3. 10 thirds. So we can guess pretty easy. You got divided by 3, right? So that's 1/3. So r equals 1/3. Is the absolute value of 1/3 less than or greater than 1? It's less than 1, so that means it converges. And you can even imagine that it would converge because it keeps getting, what keeps getting added to it, if you went out infinitely to infinite number of terms, you can imagine that number would get so small that it would be almost practically 0. So it's going to converge at some number at some point out in the, you know, as the terms go off into infinity, as the term number goes off into infinity. That's letter D. Okay, letter E, find the sum. So, gosh, I have a lot of time. Just have to do some more. Find the sum. Because I'm not going to do all these. As soon as I run out of time, you guys are on your own. Letter E says, find the sum of this geometric series. Okay, 700 plus 140 plus. So they want the sum of the infinite series. So we're going to use our formula that, well, first, we can only do that if it converges. Does it converge? It looks like it's getting smaller and smaller. What's it getting smaller by? I don't know. I'm just going to do 700 divided by 170. 170 divided by 700. It's getting multiplied by 17 over 70 each time. Let's see if that's true. Those cancel out, and okay, that would work. And I think that works. Okay, so it works. You can check it out longer if you want, but I mean, you can do some math and check out, and if you believe me. So I think r equals 17 over 70. 17 over 70 is less than 1. So if it's less than 1, I'm allowed to use this formula right here. This is for if you're trying to find the infinite sum, like the sum as this thing goes out into infinity. So I have to do a sub 1 over 1 minus r. That seems pretty easy. I have a sub 1 at 700 over 1 minus r. I'm just going to use my calculator on this again. Well, no, I'm not. 700, and then that's 70 over, well, it's 70 over 70 minus 17 over 70. What's 70 minus 17 though? Let's see, that's 53. 700, and then that's 53 over 70. So that's 700 over 1. Now I'm running out of time. And then I'm going to flip and multiply. I just use a calculator at this point. Well, 7 times 7 is 49. 1, 2, 3 zeros over 53. That's an okay answer right there. You could turn it into a decimal if you wanted to get out your calculator. Let me see if I like my answer. We got, I think I messed something up. Okay, so I'm gonna redo this one, so this one's up, okay? I'm gonna redo this one on the next video. Okay, so tune into the next video so I can, fix this, 'cause I don't know how to edit these.